I'm really interested to talk to our next guest because anytime I can get free relationship advice, I need all the help I can get.
Well, that's kind of why I asked her to come on the show today, Michael. We are joined now by relationship expert Jennifer Styers. Jennifer, you're a love coach.
I am a love coach. I'm excited. I don't know what we're going to talk about now.
Well, we're gonna talk about you, Jennifer.
No, we're not turning this on me.
You have pointed out that people can make a lot of relationship mistakes right around this time of the year. What should we avoid?
A lot of things. I think the whole nostalgia thing with New Year's Eve, people feeling lonely and trying to attach to something, whether it be an ex-boyfriend or somebody new trying to find a date for New Year's Eve, those are the things you want to avoid, because relationships and love happen. You can't force it, and so we got to be careful to watch our emotions New Year's Eve to make sure we're doing the right thing. We're being smart.
No doubt about that. And you mentioned one of the things that caught my eye. You've got all these holiday parties for work. Companies have their little holiday parties, and not a good idea to imbibe a little too much and then hook up with a coworker, is it?
Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, with the office Christmas parties and alcohol involved, you kind of want to watch that sticky situation. That could pose problems for the rest of the year. So just be careful with the work situation, and for that matter, any situation. I mean, a lot of times people are out drinking on New Year's Eve, and watch your alcohol intake and what you're doing, with whomever that you're with. I mean, whether it be a stranger or somebody that it's just a night. It's just New Year's Eve. So be careful
Jennifer,
what you do.
You mentioned that relationships happen, that they can't be forced. That's an excellent point. Talk a little bit about how the holidays in particular force people to want to go back and revisit an old relationship.
Well, people get lonely. I mean, the holidays make people reflect. If they are alone, they make people reflect on that loneliness. And so we go backwards sometimes and look at old relationships, but people tend to remember just the great times instead of the reason you broke up if you're not together. So the thing is that if you are alone on New Year's Eve, if you are alone during the holidays, just make it a vow, make an intention that you want to change your life. If you want somebody in your life, what steps are you going to take to do that, to make that happen, to better yourself, to heal yourself, do whatever you need to do, to get on an online dating site, go out and meet people, get involved in something singles related so that you can meet somebody.
So online dating, this has really become the new bar, right? It's no longer people meeting at bars or at the grocery stores. It's happening online.
Yeah, it has, and we're way past that too. I'm not a fan of online dating myself, just because of all the deception, and it's become a game online as well. People aren't who they say they are. They're putting pictures up from 20 years ago, 40 pounds thinner, that kind of thing. And so you really just want to, meeting somebody the best way is always through friends or in person, dating services, things like that require that you actually meet the actual person.
Yeah, that's a good point. Although, Jennifer, I like to think of myself as 40 pounds thinner than I actually am.
Don't we all?
Yes, indeed. But I guess it wouldn't be fair to show one of those pictures online. The one thing I will say, being the old married guy here on the end, is that there's a lot of tendency for people to think that the grass is greener. But the reality is, the grass that we're planted on is probably as green as it gets, and we should be very thankful for that mate that we find ourselves with this holiday season. Would you agree with that, love coach Jennifer?
I absolutely agree. It's funny. I was doing a story this morning actually on 4 out of 10 people that are married. 4 out of 10 want to spend New Year's Eve with their spouse. The other 6 out of 10 do not.
Wow.
So just goes on what you're saying. But, if indeed you find yourself in this place where you aren't happy, maybe make it your New Year's Eve, vow to talk to your partner and fix whatever problems are going on, to communicate and make that relationship what you want it to be. It's never too late until you're out of it. So.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Talk about the pressure that people put on themselves to find a loving and warm relationship. It kind of just comes, doesn't it?
You know, the best relationships happen naturally. The best thing people can do is prepare themselves. Get healthy, get whole, get happy in your life. When you're happy and you're doing something you love, that's typically when somebody just shows up. You'll meet somebody and it's like, oh, there you are. You know, it's not an active search. That's why I promote, you know, getting people together for events and activities and things like that so they can share commonalities, meet in person, and just see what happens, because you never can tell if chemistry is going to be there or not. You could look at a picture and somebody be, you know, they're physically attractive, but you meet them and there's no chemistry. So you just got to love happens naturally. You can't control it. Wish you could.
And a key point in relationships, I think you hit it there, was that you've got to be happy with yourself. You've got to find a place where you're in a good spot. You come in this world alone, you go out alone. If you're not happy with yourself, you're not going to find somebody else.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And nobody else can love somebody that's not happy with themselves. Insecurities, things like that, they play into the whole connection aspect as well. So, you know, if indeed you're not fully happy with who you are or where you are in your life, get happy first before you enter in a relationship, because those are the things that tear it apart.
Get happy, says Jennifer Styers, our love coach. She's been kind enough to join us. Jennifer, have a great New Year. Enjoy your New Year's party, and may your love life be like the ever-blossoming flower on the island of Kauai.
Oh, you're sweet. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year. We'll see you. Hey, I got to tell you what, man. I went on a date with my wife last night, Michael. We had the greatest time. We went to a show together. And I slept through it, but it was a great date night that we had. Very important for you married couples out there to keep those date nights going, especially when you have young kids at home. Spend time with that one you love, because she's the one you've been given, or he's the one you've been given, and enjoy them very, very much. That's my advice to the Lovelorn. We'll be back for another hour right here on the Voice of St. Louis, KMOX.